Honestly, the second I started tracking this, I didn't realize it would move this fast. China moving fast. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Dancehall Rewind. It's time, let's go. So guess what? The China Merchant Association now has 100% ownership of our Wharf. The shipment terminal, Kingston terminal, where they ship them come in with the goods and leave with the goods, yes. 100%. Now, what that means for us is basically we just lose more oversight. Oversight into what? The flow of goods coming in and out of our own border. You don't believe me? Doesn't matter. But I think the bigger issue here is that we just lost another negotiating leg, another leg to stand on. The minute they need to negotiate with us, we don't really have much recourse. We just have to take whatever them say. You want them shut down the terminal? I know. They would never shut down the terminal. That's bad for business. Stay with me. Stay with me. This is China. Stay with me. Because them can easily bring an administration under manners if they own enough state assets. Context. So China is under global buying spree right now by bare state assets. Not just Jamaica, not just YAAD. Africa, South America, everywhere. And what this allows them to do is buy influence from foreign governments. Like we! This is a similar thing to what the USA did back in the days, back in the Fidem glory days. It's really how countries are able to control other countries without putting one soldier on the ground or if a bust a shot. I'll give you an example. The Chinese have already taken total control of one of Kenya's, of Kenya's main port. Total control because Kenya was late with some debt payments. That sound familiar? Debt payments, and all of a sudden they're seizing your things. Here's our next example that I just want to float out there. Let's say there was a Chinese ship in Caribbean waters, in Jamaican waters, and it's carrying dangerous chemicals, weapons, or even worse, cheap goods for the shelves of our supermarkets that will devastate all our small businesses, all our farmers. We won't have much of a say in that because we don't control our own ports. Let me give you a next example. Suppose a Chinese fishing vessel is in Jamaican waters and it's one of those massive fishing vessels, and it scoops up a large sum of our fish and repatriates it back home. They wouldn't have paid any tax. If they dump any chemicals, they'd get no responsibility for that. And by the way, push come to shove and that vessel needed somewhere to park up and refuel, guess what? You don't have to guess, because they already have a port right in our backyard where them own and manage. It simply will just show up, refuel and leave. We will buck and holler and complain, and we're just going to get a sub story from whoever in power. Look, I know we are just a chess piece between two bigger countries, don't get me wrong, but that doesn't make us powerless. It really boils down to clever maneuvering from our leaders to maximize the nation's benefit. Really poor people. But hear me loud and clear. This a buying spree, Goat Island, Cockpit Country, JUTC, NWC, Babylon behind me here. When push comes to shove in the economy, those things will be on the chopping block. And I hope we're ready for that. They're on the clock.